brighter side, 'cause I'm low on the phone, you say. So I talk till I drop, you say, how could I have a heart made of stone? Why you? Oh, when we synchronize, it's exactly what I thought and I fantasized. Playing games with my mind, making us collide. And we know how it goes when we're out at night. And I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. When you bet you're nice, you're so satisfied. When I dig in the dirt, you're in paradise. And I know that you know I can sleep at night. Oh, and you're by my side, and it's smooth how you move, 'cause I'm petrified. Setting traps in my head, messing with my mind. When you talk, but I know you're lying. And I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. Why you so icy cold? My tears can't drip. Sitting awake alone, tattoos I miss. If I was to call your phone, I know you'd click. Baby, can I have the throne? I call it quits. You can even have my car, I don't need it. I've been inside my room since you left it, thinking about the place where we first kissed. Oh, and I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold.
Jack Harlow, your music is in the 2K21 soundtrack, and Zion Williamson chose your track, What's Poppin', to reveal his next-gen cover. I think everyone who plays 2K is familiar with your music. So, welcome to 2K TV. We are so excited to have you on.
Oh, well, thank you for having me. I'm thrilled to be here. I grew up playing endless 2K, so I'm hyped.
Well, you're a New Balance fan and an ambassador. What's
And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game and the task ahead. The view high above our broadcast location tonight, the Staples Center in Los Angeles. A Sunday afternoon with the NBA here on 2K Sports. Welcome, everyone. Alongside Greg Anthony and Steve Smith with David Aldridge on the sideline, this is Kevin Harlan. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. With the new G League Pathway program, some say that the NBA is competing now with college hoops for top high school players. G League President Sharif Abdur-Rahim said, "I don't think so. This is an opportunity for unique talents, a select group that are tracking toward the NBA. It's a different model from college. Guys, we'll see how this works out in the years to come."
DA, thanks a lot. A look at the opening lineup for the Houston Rockets. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. PJ Tucker is out there with Robert Covington, and it's House in at the small forward position. And for the Clippers, we've got Marcus Morris. Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Zubac in at the 5, roaming the paint. Tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt.
Yeah.
And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you play.
Almost every time I took the floor.
Good.
You literally want to dislike your opponent.
And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame.
I mean, how many spots on the floor is Harden not effective from? I'll tell you, not many.
The pass to House. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Got a piece of it. George passes to Leonard. Count it.
Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
Here's House. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. LA's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Morris. And Morris throws it down.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
It's a backbreaker for your defense, giving up easy buckets like that.
What a great play. Totally schooled the defender on that one.
And George, here we go. That one goes in.
So smart with the ball in his hands. George reads the floor well and takes advantage of what's there.
Westbrook against Beverly. And now the Clippers on the break. Beverly with the ball. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
In OKC, Paul George showed he could be an MVP caliber performer. With Kawhi on the Clippers, he could be that 1B or that 1A.
That's good from George.
And PG, you know, he has the versatility to succeed in different roles. Doesn't have to dominate the ball.
Yes, and if anything, he's more comfortable scoring within the flow of the offense. With his all-around impact, doesn't need to force things to make winning plays. But if you need him to, he can.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Here's Zubac, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now here's Harden to the inside. Covington. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
And the Houston Rockets last season going out and getting Robert Covington. Greg, why was that a good fit for this team?
You know, Kevin, his range shooting really unlocked Westbrook's ability to get to the lane. Also, Covington's contract creates some flexibility, one of the best values in the league as far as productivity.
Free throw drops for Covington.
And you look at Robert Covington, first team all-defense in 2018, the kind of versatile stopper that every team in the league could use.
And both free throws good for Covington. And Covington may be not a star, but he's a winning player. We've seen that.
And the perfect example.
Oh, no, he didn't. Letting it all hang out when George takes flight. Just enjoy the show.
First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. Harden outside. All sorts of time. That shot is off. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. And George with the stuff.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
And Harden wide open. He shoots. And the shot is long.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Here's Zubac. No good on the triple.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Covington with the bucket.
And stays ready and reacts quickly. Covington is an ideal catch-and-shoot scoring option.
From deep, George. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Westbrook passes to Harden. And no good that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Here's George. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
This is my type of approach. Get some high percentage looks. Then later, you can play inside out.
Westbrook drives in, makes it off the glass.
Absorbing contact so well. I mean, you really got to hit Westbrook if you want to stop him from scoring.
Here's George. Morris trying to free himself up.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. And Houston calls their first time out of the game.
The homecoming for Paul George, playing in L.A. with the Clippers. They gave up a king's ransom to OKC. 5 first-round picks and Danilo Gallinari and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Rockets trail by 12. And here's Westbrook. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And guys, the Clippers were willing to give almost anything for PG because they basically got Kawhi Leonard in the deal as well.
And let's remember, GA, he could have been a Laker. They would have had to trade away the second pick in the 2017 draft, that or Brandon Ingram. Their loss became the Clippers' gain.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And taking a look back at last year's numbers, he's about a 76% shooter.
First free throw is good.
And after over a decade with the Thunder, last season, Russell Westbrook starting fresh with the Rockets, a superstar pairing with longtime friend James Harden.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. And Greg, there were some legitimate questions about Harden and Westbrook. Oh, the power on that throwdown!
Great hustle by Paul, using his speed in the open court, and then, of course, he's an excellent finisher.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Houston Rockets. 11-point game. And the jam by Harden.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Yeah, both teams in the zone early. Stops have been almost impossible to come by.
And the dunk by Zubac.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Already ahead by double digits, trying to run away and not look back.
Like how confident Westbrook is close to the rim. Gets high off the ground and releases his shot quickly.
And that one's good, George.
Adding to this lead, he's been dependable and consistent at the offensive end.
Poke loose. And here we go with Morris, running it up the court. And Morris throws it down.
A terrific ball. The PG-13 knows it's a priority to create turnovers that spark the running game.
Here is Harden. He's got 6. Morris passes to George. And no good. Good D by Covington. Rockets trail by 13. And here's Harden for 3. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 6 rebounds now in the game. And George with the stuff.
So far, George's competitive play has worked well. He's getting just about everything to fall.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Beverly. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for the Clippers. Williams comes in for Patrick Beverly, and a change for the Rockets. Gordon's checked in for Danuel House. Pass to Gordon. And some nice passing there by Houston. Here's Harden, and the jam by Harden.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
And George, here we go. Can't connect from short range.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
You see the power right there from Kawhi. Absorbs contact and able to convert right through it.
And guys, even though he's in a big market, Kawhi Leonard still not one for the spotlight.
That is so true. It's not about the fame for him. He's in L.A., but Kawhi Leonard stays in his bubble. All the trappings that come with being a great player, he's truly focused on the love of the game, winning and being the best possible player he can be.
And Smitty, with LeBron getting into his late 30s, KD coming off the Achilles, for your money, is Kawhi Leonard the best player in the world?
Great question. I know one player, the Greek Freak, might have something to say about that. No less than Michael Jordan himself called Kawhi the best two-way player in the game. That's a very strong endorsement from MJ.
Williams for 3, gets the three-pointer to fall.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
Rockets trail by 17. Pass to McLemore. Now here's Carroll, guarded by Green. Gordon against Leonard, and the rejection by Leonard.
Strong instincts and positioning. Kawhi read that shot all the way.
Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so one free throw coming up.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense. Well, you know, teams look for +6s, players whose wingspans exceed their height by a half foot. Montrezl Harrell is a 6'7" player with a 7'4" wingspan. If you're struggling with the math, ladies and gentlemen, that's a +9.
The free throw good from Kawhi Leonard. And between his length and his athleticism, Montrezl Harrell well suited for that role of small ball center, Greg, in today's NBA.
Yeah, I mean, he's fearless. Even giving up a few pounds, a few inches, he'll go right at you and making steady improvements as a rebounder year over year. Yeah, just looking to tighten up their defense in the paint. They've got to be better.
It's a matter of want to. Helping out, contesting shots. You have to want to make the effort.
Rockets trail by 20. Rivers scanning the floor. Green kicks to Rivers. Pass to McLemore. Outside Gordon. Fires for three. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
I mean, wonderful court vision. Sometimes Rivers gets locked in to finding his own shot. This time, finds the open man.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
Great three-point shooting here out of the gate. That makes 4 makes already from long distance.
Williams against Rivers. Out to the right wing. From deep, McLemore. It's not going to go for him. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Leonard. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
For Los Angeles, they have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things, winning, you know, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed, is to have your jersey hanging up in an arena. That was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly. Born and raised.
You know, when you look at the MVP race each year, most of the candidates were drafted in the top 5, but somehow Kawhi lasted to number 15.
Williams with the steal. And now running it up the court, Green pushing it all the way.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Green against Harrell. And the rejection by Harrell. Leonard from deep three-point land with the putback.
Quick off the floor for these offensive rebounds. Green's 7'2" wingspan. It helps him snatch them.
Now here's Gordon. 1:52 left to play in the first quarter. And again, unable to change momentum here.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Out of bounds, Houston takes possession. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
Jackson, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Houston's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. To the paint, here's Green, and it's Green with the jam.
And Green getting off the floor there for the dunk. Really like watching him sky up for those.
From outside the arc, it's rebounded by McLemore. A three ball. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
They grabbed their own miss.
Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck.
Rivers kicks to McLemore. Back to Rivers. Shot by Gordon, wide open. Bangs home the trifecta. Gordon's got 5 now.
So many of Gordon's shots come from three-point range because he drains so many of them. When you've had his kind of success from beyond the arc, you're always going to have the green light.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. In the corner, it's McLemore. Lets it go with a 3. Does not find the basket. His third miss. He's made just 1 so far.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Now the pass to Carroll. Takes the 3. Sinks the three-pointer.
Carroll has made big strides in that three-point shot over the course of his career.
Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for Los Angeles. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Just catching up with Montrezl Harrell, we mentioned his activity level and how it seems to affect his teammates.
That's what I play with, a lot of passion, a lot of energy, and, going into each game, I feel like going out there, putting it all on the line. My team does a great job of feeding off that, and I think it puts us in the right space.
Greg, I know you agree. Few guys bring his brand of intensity.
And he's added skills. He's a threat to score on the blocks. He passes out of double teams. Harrell's one of the more improved players over the last few years.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. Guys, we've seen a confident-looking Clippers team out there.
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
And you can't cause those mistakes unless you're willing to gamble. So far, they've rolled the dice, and it's paid off.
We've got Montrezl Harrell, Reggie Jackson out there with Lou Williams, and it's Green, and it's Shamet in at the 3. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. The Rockets last season traded Clint Capella for Robert Covington. The front office felt it was a move they had to make to go from good to great. And, of course, they certainly gave up size, but with Westbrook and Harden in the lineup, they needed more shooting, with open driving lanes to be at their best. And Covington provides that, along with great perimeter defense. Guys?
A team that's no stranger to bold moves. Thanks, David.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And so it's Rivers with it. He'll bring it up for Houston. And McLemore slams it in.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Good vision, good decision by Reggie. Pushing for a better shot, finds an open man.
And at his peak, Reggie Jackson is one of the better guards in the league. He still got that confidence.
Yes, he does. Injuries slowed him down, but still able to create his shot anytime he wants.
Here's Green, and 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And Houston gets called for the foul.
A trickier cover than he gets credit for. Jermichael Green catches the defender out of position.
The Clippers have been solid at the line so far, 4 for 4. Free throw drops for Green. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. Both free throws good from Green.
You've got to love the journey Jermichael Green has taken to get into the league, really clawing his way into this team's rotation thanks to his tremendous work ethic.
Passes it to House. Harden scanning the floor. His 3-pointers off the mark.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Rockets trail by 20. Fires from the wing. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Harden's got 10 points.
Yeah, you got your shooters and you have your scorers, but James Harden is both. Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Here's Jackson, and Covington sends it back. And Green gets it to go. Houston's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Harden the pass to Covington. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And it goes down 2 points.
Hard to keep up with Reggie when he gets out in space. And on top of that, an excellent finisher.
Harden up top, defended by Beverly. Puts it up from 12. And the basket by Harden. He's got 12.
And this team's struggles are not his fault. He's putting in work at the offensive end.
Stolen by Tucker. And here comes House, leading the fast break. And the rejection by Harrell. The shot by House is no good. Here's Morris. No good that time. And it's Houston the other way. Right side, Westbrook. Covington in the corner. Tucker with the ball. Morris is there. 4 on the clock, and the foul called on Marcus Morris. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
All this means is he has to be careful. Don't want to pick up a cheapie and get sent to the bench with 3 fouls.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Montrezl Harrell, and George is subbed in for Jermichael Green. They get a hand on it, stolen by Beverly. Now the Clippers moving it up. And George with the stuff.
Smooth off the bounce with the strength to finish through contact. Paul George showing us how it's done.
Rockets trail by 21. Here's Harden. And they cash in right away with the quick shot. Harden's got 14 points. LA has gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Jackson misses.
It's amazing. All night he's been out of sync on the offensive end, yet they continue to lead.
Los Angeles leading by 19 points. And George, here we go. And it's George finishing it off.
And with those long strides, it takes Paul George no time to get to the rim.
The Rockets shooting and feeling it offensively in the second quarter. They're shooting 60%. And finished off by Westbrook.
And there's the ferociousness. Got to enjoy Westbrook taking flight and slamming it down there with authority.
Here's Jackson. Gets that one to drop. That's his third field goal in 8 tries.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Elbow shot. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubac has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. George. And George with the stuff.
What an athlete Paul George is, leaping up with such ease on those throwdowns.
Here's Westbrook. 9 points in the game so far. The high post shot. The dive for the ball. Westbrook missing again. Here's Morris. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
And you see Morris aware of his surroundings, getting a good jump down court.
Another miss by Houston. And so George will bring it up for Los Angeles. They get it back. And the layup's good off the glass. He's got 10.
And you'd like to see more of this from Marcus. Attack that offensive glass and generate some points outside of those set plays.
Westbrook with it. Pass to House. Tucker with the ball. And some nice passing there by Houston. Just 4 to shoot. Westbrook. And finished off by Westbrook.
Check out the elevation from Westbrook. He's got some of the best hops in the league.
Here's Beverly. And the basket is good. And he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
The Clippers have been perfect so far from the free throw line, 6 for 6. Los Angeles making a switch here. Leonard's checked in. And that one misses. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalries. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
Los Angeles has gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Good work there as it goes. Leonard's got 15 points.
The power, the length, the ability to finish. Leonard dominant in that painted area.
Westbrook kicks to House. Down low. And Covington gets it to go on the assist by Westbrook. 7 points in the game.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening. Yet another bucket in close. That's how he's earning his points today.
Here is Harden. He's got 14. Launches it. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And the rejection by Harden. Here's House. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. House has got 5 points now in the quarter. Here's Los Angeles now. Here's George. Count it.
They have leaned on him all quarter, and it has worked to perfection.
And for Houston, they're shooting so far very efficient all around, about 55%. Inside. Covington with the bucket.
A playmaker in every sense of the word. Westbrook is pretty much a walking triple-double.
Here's George. Rebounded by Tucker. Tucker's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Harden inside the 3-point line. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubac has got the glass covered here tonight. Hold on!
Kevin, you got to buckle up on that one. Well, we know Leonard's an elite two-way machine, but there he shows us the artistry.
Rockets shooting very well, 56% from the floor here in the second quarter. Timeout called, the Rockets.
And coach most likely wants to address their turnover issues. The offense looks forced right now, rush, there's no synergy to it. They have to find a way to work together and remain aggressive without making mistakes.
A different look for the Clippers. Landry Shamet comes in for Morris, and it's Williams in for Patrick Beverley. So for the Rockets, here's Green. Knocked away. And it's sent back by Leonard. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball here. And it's the Rockets with the ball. From deep, McLemore connects from 3-point range. McLemore's got 8 points in the quarter.
Shooting much better this quarter than last. You can see his confidence growing.
And it's blocked by Gordon. Here's Rivers, shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Lou Williams.
Austin Rivers, the son of a famed player and basketball coach Doc, making an impact in his league with his overall play.
Houston shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
A free throw drops for Rivers. He's off on the second. Los Angeles leading by 22. Here's George. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. George has got 36.
These are big buckets. He's been instrumental in helping them try to close out this game.
Stolen by Zubac. Off they go on a 3-on-1 break. And it's Shamet missing. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for Houston. Here's the 3. The Clippers grab the miss. Zubac has got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Count that one. George has got 38 points.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
Here's Gordon. That shot off the mark. Excellent D there from George.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Well, you know, the truth is Leonard's been focused all night, has an array of go-to moves and the endurance to keep on coming.
Lets it go from 14. And the basket by Gordon. Gordon's got 4 points this quarter. And the Clippers call time here.
And Landry Shamet out of Wichita State. Some good young guards coming out of that program.
And another one, GA, that comes to mind, Fred VanVleet, also a former Shocker. Both he and Fred, they are knockdown shooters.
.58 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's George. Great D that time from Green. The Rockets shooting 53% in the second quarter. Good ball movement, yielding good looks. Los Angeles has gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly.
And you can see now they're starting to push the tempo to good effect.
The Rockets shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. Now here's Gordon. He's covered by Shamet. Poked away. Gordon kicks to Rivers. Pass to Carroll. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
There's the pass to Zubats. And the dunk by Zubats.
You need guys who are willing to make the next pass. Shamet doesn't rack up a lot of assists, but he's unselfish.
Jeff Green on the wing. But he gets it back. Bucket is good. Green's got 6 points.
Back in the day, someone would have blocked him out, but times have changed.
Leonard on the wing. Shoots over Carroll, and that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers, ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Kawhi, you have grown so much offensively throughout your career. What's the focus of that end of the floor?
Just knocking down open shots, my ball handling, making good decisions off the pick and roll, and just try to limit my turnovers.
And you've done well so far, Kawhi. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Paul George taking care of business in this one. He had 38 points, 2 steals, and the greatest bench scorer in NBA history. Lou Williams? Only getting better with age,
Yeah,
Kenny.
I like that.
NBA history. He's a walking bucket. Defender know what's coming. Still can't stop it. Away Benny Johnson. Slick Watts. But he's top of the top.
I never heard of those
Jamal
players.
Crawford?
Never heard of those players. But his passing is also reaching a new level. He's a master operator in that pick and roll.
Yeah, he is. And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. It's been one outstanding game from George.
That first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
And these weren't just putbacks and alley-oops. He was roaring to the rim and finishing.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. So on the floor for Houston, Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Robert Covington out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's House in at the 3, the small forward.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Buries it from three-point range. Harden's got 17 now.
And without a doubt, one of the most advanced scorers this game has ever seen. Harden can do damage from just about anywhere.
Count it, good.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we all know that there are some people who dislike James Harden's style of play. They're bored watching him shoot free throws. He said, "I see how teams guard me and find ways to exploit it. I just outthink the game, and I'm faulted for it." Kevin, that may be, but it's hard to argue with the results. Back to you.
You're right, one of the top scorers in league history, David. Thanks for that report. The free throw drops for Leonard. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. Passes it to House. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
And that'll give him a jolt. Nothing like a rejection to light a fire under you.
Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Westbrook double team. Here's Covington. Sinks that one from the post. 13 points for Robert Covington.
3 straight to begin this half. Couldn't have drawn it up any better.
Beverly for 3. And another 3 for the Clippers.
Just crushing it here. 80% to start the half.
Pass to House. Back to Harden. Over George. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Harden's got 5 points now in the quarter. Here's Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
I love the patience Beverly has developed with the ball in his hands. Terrific find.
Harden kicks to House. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. House has got 10 points in the game.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
And he gets it to go.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Westbrook against Beverly. And here's Harden for 3. And another 3 for Houston.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Here's George. Morris trying to free himself up. And George with the stuff.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, the dance team.
Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Los Angeles. So here's Westbrook. He's got 11. The three from Harden. Cans it from downtown. Harden's got 11 points here in just the second half.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Yes, that goes in.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
Houston's gotten all 4 of the three-point shots to go down since halftime. They're lighting it up here. George against Harden for the three, and another three for Houston.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Here's George, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Power move from PG-13. He's added a lot of muscle to his frame over the years, putting it to good use right there.
This is his second trip to the free throw line. And that one misses.
The rare guy who can do everything at both ends. Paul George gives you a chance to win every night.
Good on the second free throw. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Westbrook against Beverly. Westbrook passes to Covington, and it's sent back by George.
Not going to be Paul George with that move. He's too long and too talented of a defender.
Los Angeles has gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. Wasted no time on that one. George has got 50 points.
I like what he's doing here. Terrific efficiency scoring the basketball.
Westbrook passes to House. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
And another one falls.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. George against Harden. To the wing on the left. It's House outside. Rebound by Harrell. LA has gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far.
And the energy of a guy like Montrezl Harrell can rub off on the entire team.
Yes, it can. GA, he plays with a high motor, generates steals, blocks, and deflections. He's active all over the court, and now we're seeing it on the offensive end as well.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
To the middle, here's Westbrook. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Westbrook's got 13.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others.
Here's George. Hits it again. Wow.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Westbrook passes to Covington. Wide open look. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
And it's another James Harden special we're witnessing here tonight. I think this fella's got some game.
And the Clippers call time here.
And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back three, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot. And paired with his dribble drive, a two-move torture chamber.
D-Way jersey to drip, Lamborghinis to match, got 3 G's on the strip. These haters beneath us as I'm lacing my sneakers. season 16, Lamborghinis and Lemons.
I'm shooting my shot. Every car that I got, every record I break, every rock in my watch, every step that I take, still won't stop no mistakes. I'm talking major league, never minimum wage. So proud to be the descendant of motorcade, serving Mercedes, so get out.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Jermichael Green, he's checked in for Morris. Landry Shamet comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Williams, he's checked in for George. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Patrick Beverley. Eric Gordon, he's checked in for the Rockets. And thanks to that step back, Harden already the all-time leader in unassisted three-point shots.
And not to mention 4-point plays. And up until recently, teams built elaborate offenses to create their three-point looks. Harden the first to do it one-on-one with volume and efficiency.
In this period, they're feeding him, and he's feeling it.
There's Jackson with the three. Offensive rebound.
This is Montrezl Harrell, strong offensive rebounder with the skill to make good on the second chance.
And the Rockets with possession here. Outside Westbrook. In the corner, Harden. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Harden's got 33.
They're still behind, but not because of his efforts. He's been unbelievable this quarter.
And Green is right there.
Playing with power and attitude around the rim. When Green spots an opening, watch out.
Westbrook feeling it out a bit. To the paint, here's Covington. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Covington's got 8 points in the quarter. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. That one from long range.
Working on his balance as a shooter. Jackson now much more confident in the stop and pop.
Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Oh, he had him spinning. He looks like he's dizzy after that crossover.
The Rockets have gone 5 of 7 from the free throw line in the game. Houston making some changes. Green, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Damari Carroll comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Ben McLemore in for James Harden.
Hard to believe that Westbrook is in his 30s. Elite burst. He's still one of the more feared players for opponents.
And it's good, 2 points. Jackson's got 11 points. Here's Westbrook. He's got 16. And yes, it's good.
And I think the contact helps Westbrook. I mean, so competitive. This guy invites that bump.
Here's Williams. Again, the Clippers.
And watching that defensive effort right there, you wonder how much they want this game.
They are getting buried tonight with plays like that one, allowing too much space for a good shooter.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Here's Jackson. Plays it up and banks it in. Jackson's got 7 now in this quarter.
The way he glides around the court doesn't look like Jackson is moving as fast as he really is.
It's Westbrook with the drive. Field goal number 9. He's 9 of 12 with that basket.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Proving once again that when you attack with confidence, good things tend to happen.
Harrell, that's good.
Getting hit on the way up, the ability to finish in traffic might be Harrell's strongest attribute offensively.
There's the feed to Green. Up and in on the layup. That's now 8 points for Jeff Green.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny. A little undersized at the 4, but he can get off the ground.
Now Westbrook. 20 points for him. And it's Carroll in the corner. Off target with his 3.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
Jackson. Westbrook with the block. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Westbrook. Here's Williams. He's got 16. Rockets with the rebound. Westbrook's got his 4th rebound in this one. And stolen by Harrell. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%, 5 for 7. The Rockets shooting 61% from the field, showing some marvelous touch out there. Here's Green, and Green slams it in.
He just bangs down the one-hander.
2 very easy points right here. Los Angeles has gotten 12 of their points from long range in the 3rd quarter, going 4 of 5 shooting.
The offense was firing on all cylinders, and that's the exact kind of shot they wanted.
And here's Gordon. 9 points in the game so far. And Carroll gets it to go. Carroll's got 9 points.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And that one drops.
Good defense. Jackson could have passed out of it, but showing confidence in his jumper.
Westbrook with a wide open look. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Trying to slice into this deficit every time up the floor. Terrific quarter for him.
Offensive rebound. Harrell against Green. Here's Houston now. There's 49 seconds left to play in the 3rd. McLemore inside the line. Tries again. He takes it up and lays it in. He's got 11.
Plays like that are where you see the tenaciousness of DeMarre Carroll. He can get after those 50-50 balls.
Here's Williams, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Out to the right wing. From deep, McLemore. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
Not just a knockdown shooter, he does a great job of finding space for his shot.
And that one's good, Shamet.
A guy with Shamet's shooting ability can make anything work. The mid-range is almost too easy.
Westbrook against Jackson. Pass to Gordon. Puts up a 3. Good. A nice assist from Westbrook.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Jackson. And again, the Clippers good for 2. 6 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Knocked loose. It'll count. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. Back right after this. And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. The Clippers shooting the lights out in this building, 68% from the field. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this 4th quarter. Setting the floor for the Clippers. Ivica Zubac is out there with Patrick Patterson. Then there's Jackson, and it's man in at the 3 spot. Here's Jackson. The good-looking shot from the wing. Jackson's got 19 points.
When Jackson can't get all the way to the rim, this is his go-to. Shoots for a decent percentage from mid-range.
Scooped up. Here's Magruder. Over McLemore. And it's Magruder missing. Now here's McLemore. And finished off by McLemore.
Oh, he's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. He gets that one.
Patterson is showing some great sense of timing to get the score inside.
Down low, here's Carroll. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now, 6 for 8 on the night.
Excellent timing on that play and a wonderful pass.
Here's Zubac. That one rolling around and rims out. Rockets have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. And Green gets it to go.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
And it's Magruder missing. Rockets trail by 20. And the pass to Rivers. And it's blocked. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball here. So both teams changing it up here. Los Angeles on D, and the basket by Harden.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Shoots from the baseline, and that one goes long. For Houston, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor.
Maybe the best ever at earning free throws. I mean, Harden has mastered the art of contact and still being able to get off the shot.
And the first one at the line is good.
And Harden finished second in MVP voting in 2017, won the MVP in 2018. A multi-talented combo guard who just seems to get better every season.
Harden hits them both.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
And Leonard gets it to go on the assist by Beverly. Leonard's got 28 points for the game.
This is where you really see it. The skill set of Kawhi Leonard allows him to beat good defense.
Harden against George. Harden gets the bucket.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Corner shot. And it's Beverly missing. Rockets trail by 16. And the basket by Harden. Harden's got 41.
It's amazing. No one can check him right now, but there's still work to do to cut into this lead.
And the Clippers call time here.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Critical part of the game. You have to be flexible. You have to be able to adjust what you're doing.
Russell Westbrook's checked in for the Rockets. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, during the last break, I heard Tyronn Lue talking with his team. He told them, look, we're in a good spot. The one thing I want you guys to do, stay in the moment. Don't look ahead. Stay in the moment and compete. Kevin, we'll see if they can keep focused.
Thank you, David. And the dunk by Zubac. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 14 rebounds.
It's amazing everything Leonard gives you, including the eyes to find the open man.
Westbrook passes to Tucker. Back to Westbrook. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. And the rejection by Zubac. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac. Off the inbound, the shot's good. Harden's got 43 points.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Here's Beverly. Here's Leonard. And the rejection by Harden. Hecked and still knocked it down. Nice composure. The free throw drops for Leonard. Rockets trail by 15. Outside Westbrook. Back to Harden. It's House outside, and again it's the Rockets from deep.
And when he gets it going, this is what can happen. They need to think about the double team now.
Beverly for three, and the rebound goes to the Rockets.
Trying to finish out the game strong, you have to recognize who has the hot hand and get him the ball.
From the arc, and he's good on the three ball.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond. His second three of the half right there.
Passes to House. Harden against George. Paul George with the steal. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
I mean, blowing past the defense, Patrick Beverly gets up and down the court in a blink.
Rockets trail by 17. Westbrook with it. Banked in off the glass. Westbrook's got 24.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of thing.
Beverly, the pass to Zubac. Not going to go that time. And it's Houston the other way. And here's Harden for three. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
He is just self-willing, his team right now, doing everything he can to keep them alive.
George. The shot, no good. Good D by Harden. Right wing. Here's House. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Clippers leading by 10. Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
Terrific pass. That's the unselfishness you want to see. Beverly's all about the team.
That's tipped. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Rockets. And it's Paul George with the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. And the Clippers call time here. Here's Westbrook. Shoots the three. Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads cut down to 9 in the bucket from Tucker.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
And George, here we go.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Westbrook kicks to Harden. Over George. Harden, no good.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times. Playing from behind right here, not easy, but he is answering the bell.
The reason why is not just scoring, it's the way he's doing it. Efficient. That's what you need at this point in the game.
Leonard attacking, and the shot goes in. Leonard's got 14 points now in the second half.
Driving with a purpose. Leonard shakes off the hit, maintains focus, count it.
Here's Harden, and the jam by Harden.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Expanding upon this lead, trying to close it out. He's really stepped up.
From deep, Harden. Another bucket. Wow. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Here's George. Another one goes. Incredible. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
Rockets trail by 10. And it's Paul George with the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far. Feeds to House. And that one drops for him. House has got 23.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yes, and if you love offense, you're loving this matchup. It's been a highlight reel affair.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. So it's the Rockets now, trailing by 10. Now Westbrook. Pass to House. The three. And another assist. And that's his 20th assist. Wow.
Just doing a great job at orchestrating the offense.
Zubac's the pass to Beverly. And George kicks to Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Give him any kind of opening, and Kawhi Leonard will make you pay at the rack.
Rockets trail by 9. The feed to House. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, defensively, your mantra at this point has to be no easy buckets.
And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Houston Rockets. Outside Westbrook. And a miss there on the triple.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Here's Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
That's lit right there, courtesy of Kawhi's natural explosiveness.
Rockets trail by 11. Pass to Westbrook. This one for 3. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his 16th rebound on the night. And George gets it to go.
And it's really hard to knock George off his balance. He's just so long and strong. Nice take there.
And here's Harden for 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. 1:57 left in the game. And it's the Rockets on the break. Harden's got the ball. Another miss by Houston. Los Angeles leading by 13. Another possession, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Beverly against Westbrook. To the inside, Covington. And another assist for him. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
Keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammates.
And that one's good. Beverly.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Los Angeles.
Two great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for George.
Throughout the night, he was their catalyst at the offensive end. Play after play was run through him with great success.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
Interesting approach coming down the stretch, looking to rack up points in chunks.
55 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Harden against George. Harden's shot is off. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
Connects again.
What a game. That's 72 points.
He's been simply, Greg, sensational throughout this one. And here are the Rockets now. It's a 16-point game. The three from Harden. The shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Los Angeles calls timeout. They're leading by 16. 29 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Paul George.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. And it's the Clippers' ball. They're on a 16-7 run. And yep, another basket. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Rivers passes to McLemore. Back to Rivers. It's hauled in by Beverly. Fires the three. That one, no good. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Kawhi, you seem to pick it up offensively down the stretch. So what changed for you?
I just started to knock down shots, got my rhythm going, my teammates found me, and just kept going from there.
Well, it rode all the way to a win, and I know you like that, man, so appreciate your time. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. So long and good night, everyone.